What is good people? You are now listening to another episode of At the Plate with Danny Foxworth. I am your humble narrator, Danny Foxworth, and today we have an extremely special guest. We keeping it in the 843 for another episode. He is one half of the hardest podcast in the Carolinas. We're just the messengers. They put out new episodes every Monday morning. Chucktown born and raised. We got my dog Mo in the building. Mo, what's good, bro?
What's good, man? Appreciate it, man. That was a very humbling introduction, bro.
Hey, man, I'm just giving credit where it's due, bro. So
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
We're just the Messengers podcast. How did you and your co-host Mike link up and get this thing started?
Well, me and Mike met several years ago at a past job that we had, and we always, we used to get into like some crazy debates at work, like, you know what I'm saying, like it was us and then like some other dudes we work with, and like we would, like, I'm talking about like almost the whole shift, like we just going back and forth, and then you know, time go by and it's like, you know, we start, you know, the podcast really start booming, but like I kind of already was on the podcast back then. It's like 2012, 2013. Like,
okay.
I think the only person that was really moving like that was like Combat Jack, and rest in peace to him as well, like Combat Jack and so a few others within the urban realm. But like I kind of was already tapped into it, but I just didn't know like how to pursue going about it. But like, you know, a few years went by. It's like late 2016, because Mike was already a part of a podcast prior to starting with just the Messengers.
Okay.
And you know, it just didn't work out with them. Blah, you know, all still well. But you know, we was just talking. We was like, man, why don't we just start one? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know, we already got the chemistry. Like, we already know each other like that. So it's like not like we strangers. So we went ahead with it. We hit up shout out to Mec and Vaughn at Do Work Media. We hit them up. You know, they set us up. Like they really put us on. Like, you know, no matter what happened, like I can always say, like, you know, that's, you know, it started there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they took a chance on us and brought us in. So we've been going since then. We started December 2016, and
man,
we've been going since.
That's a long ass time, man. Shout out to Mecca and Vaughn and Drew Money on the boards. Got to shout him out.
Yeah, shout out my brother Drew Money, man. He locked in, man, for
Absolutely. Sure. Oh, every Monday morning I get up and I put my earbuds in at work, and as soon as I hear that yo, once again we back, I'm like, all right, my week can officially start now. And then whenever Drew does that, how y'all feeling? I'm like, let's go. I'm strapped in.
And it's to the point now, like if something happened to me, if I can't make it, like man, what's going on, man? What's going on, bro? We gotta wait another week, or I'll be like, man, I'm sorry, like, you know, sometimes life happens, but you know, hey, I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Right, that's the mark that y'all are doing something good when you got people fiending because y'all missed the previous week.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're gonna get in this baseball thing. How did your love of baseball start?
Well, my love of baseball started, you know, just kind of part how everybody else do it. Like, you know, you in elementary school, you know, we used to go to like the Riverdogs games back in the day and stuff like that. And like all the kids would probably think like it's boring or whatnot, but you know, I always thought it was cool to get out of school for one. For two, like, you know, just seeing a different sport. Like I grew up playing football. So I didn't really hit the baseball field. Like I'd have to watch it on TV or you know, just happen to go to a game or two. So, you know, those field trips kind of, you know, sparked my interest. But what really sparked my interest, my brother, his father's actually from Atlanta. So like I used to spend a few summers of my childhood going, you know, back and forth to Georgia for the summers and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I went to a Braves game. This was '97. So this is a year after the Olympics. And that's when it hit me right now. I was like, man, I like this, but you know, it started there. It started there for sure. Those Riverdogs for field trips for sure.
Yeah, and you actually tied into my next question. I was going to ask you how you became a Braves fan, but you pretty much told the story.
Really. So my brother was born '96. You know, Olympics. No, he was born '95. I'm sorry. So the next year, I actually went with his father up to Atlanta for the Olympics and stuff like that. So I I didn't really see none of the Braves, but the next year when we start going back up there, I went to a Braves game and it hit me, bro. Like, and then another thing is like back then, like those majestic jerseys back then. You
Yeah.
remember they used to like all the ill colors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I absolutely had to have the yellow one, the yellow Braves jersey with
Oh,
the
that,
I begged my mom for this jersey and she got it for me. And I was like, man, I'm locked in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I always like the jerseys. The jerseys just was so cool to me and the tomahawk chop and all that. Like, you know.
yeah. That yellow majestic jersey was hard. Shout out to your mom, man.
Crazy.
She's a real one. She got you that,
Oh
and she
no,
got you, and she
I
got
got
you to get
stories, bro. Like I got
and
so much story. My mom, like the dopest mom, bro. Like straight up.
and she got you the Ghetto D album. I,
Yeah,
boy,
the
I,
Ghetto D album.
I wish I would ask my mom for the Ghetto D album. You better Ghetto D out my face.
Yeah. Hey
So
man, it was just a little different over here, man.
yeah, man, I respect it. I love it, man. So, what were some of your favorite moments? Well, favorite and least favorite moments as a fan of the Atlanta Braves?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought '99 World Series was like a least favorite because after that, I kind of stopped watching baseball for a little bit after that. So my least favorite experience was 2019 season when we lost 3-1 to the Dodgers for the to go to the World Series
Yeah,
because we was up 3-1. I mean, everybody knows it was up 3-1, and then we just fell off a cliff. But the worst part about it, I had COVID like watching this series.
oh man.
So yeah, I was sick, and I'm like my sleeping schedule was so off. Like I would just happen to wake up when the games would be on. So like I'm like, damn, this supposed to happen. Like I'm watching these games, and I'm
Yeah,
like, we up 3-1. Like we gonna win it for me. Like I'm thinking like they gonna win it for me. Like like they gonna win it for me. They know I'm sick. They gonna pull it through. And then we blow 3 games in a row, and I'm like, man. But we got it back the next year though, so I'm not tripping. Like, so that's probably like I answer both least and worst. So we
yeah.
lost 3-1, and then we came back, and not the year. Yeah, I think that was the next season, like season after. But yeah, those my two. Like we bounced back.
Yeah, 2019 had you sick on two different levels,
Yeah,
man.
that was a double whammy because I'm like I had peak COVID. Like I was real sick during that series, and I
Yeah.
just had to pick up, and the games would be on. So I'm like, I'm gonna just watch these, try to walk around the house for a little bit, and we blew we blew 3 straight. You couldn't tell me we wasn't gonna win the World Series day. Like you just couldn't tell me nothing, bro.
But man, I'm just glad y'all bounced back and cashed it in because my dog, Ron Washington,
Right.
he came so close being the Rangers manager, going back to back the World Series in 2010 and 2011.
Yeah.
He couldn't get it done. But dog, I was so happy that he got his ring, man. So who was some
Yeah.
of
He
your
deserved
yeah, who was some of your favorite and least favorite players for the Braves?
My favorite Braves player all time, Andrew Jones, off top. Andrew Jones, my
Yeah,
favorite Braves player off top. Second is Chipper Jones. Um, I got Chipper number two because my this small world, like my fourth grade teacher, Miss Lieburn, Miss Lieburn, her sister was married to Chipper Jones back then, right?
really?
So yeah,
Wow.
crazy. One day she brought us some Chipper Jones cards to class.
Okay.
And she smiled, and I was like, "Where you get these cards from?" She was like, "Yeah, that's Chipper Jones, my brother-in-law." And I was like, "Really?" Like, she was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Damn, that's crazy. This is a small world." Like, you know
For
what I'm saying?
real.
Small world. But Andrew Jones, my favorite player. Like, he can hit the ball crazy, and he was signed to Jordan, so he was coming on the field with all the Jordans and stuff. Like, that was my favorite. That was like my favorite player. Like for real.
But man, it's still a shame that he's not in the Hall of Fame.
It's robbery. It's robbery. He got the resume. Like, just look at it. Like,
I mean, got double-digit gold gloves, but he just can't get in. It don't make no
I don't
sense.
get it. Like, I don't know. I don't understand the voting process, but that's another conversation.
Yeah, for real, for real. Who do you have any Braves players that you just did not rock with?
uh, I'm probably not gonna say did not rock with. I thought BJ Upton was going to be like a mega star though.
I forgot he was with the Braves.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
thought I
his
didn't.
wasn't
Was
his
that?
brother with the Braves too, Justin Upton?
I think Justin was with. Yeah, he was. He was, but we signed BJ too.
Okay.
We signed BJ too. I thought BJ was gonna be a little bit better than what he was, but
I did
I
too.
don't hate him, but I thought he could have did a little bit more with us though.
Yeah, 'cause he was a beast when he was with the Riverdogs.
Yeah,
I think he
yeah.
was with them like back in 02, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who was some of your favorite non-Braves players? It could be past or present.
Well, my favorite player of all time was Barry Bonds, so that's where we at.
My man.
Barry Bonds. Um, so like when I really got into baseball, like that's like the 97, 98. So Barry Bonds, Gary Sheffield, Kenny Lofton, like people like that,
Ooh,
like those hitters, like people who can hit the ball, can kind of
yeah.
have like that flash to their game. That's what keep me interested into the game because
Yeah.
I was in fourth, fifth grade, so like I needed something to keep me, in tune. So, players like that, man. I liked I liked Barry Zito too, the pitcher from Oakland A's.
Yeah. That
He was
curveball.
cold. He was cold. He was cold.
Man. And shout out to Nick Jew, the Oakland A's fan. I had her on a couple of episodes ago, and we brought him up too, man.
Yeah, Big Z was cold, man.
That curve was so undeniable, man. Shout out
Yeah.
to number 75. Man, so now that we got the baseball stuff, we're going round third and heading home with the 5 question segment. So these 5 questions, first and last question I ask every guest I have on here, and questions 2 through 4 are 100% random. So question number 1, what were the ideal items on Mo's school lunch tray?
On my lunch tray, it was either strawberry or the vanilla milk. I had to have that fruit cup,
Yeah.
like with the ice in it.
Yes, sir.
Um, it was well, I know at my school coming up, they didn't have the juice cartons every day, but when they did, I definitely made sure I got one of those. And oh, the pizza. I needed that round pizza in elementary school. I needed that. And at my school, on Fridays, they used to sell brownies and cookies every Friday. So I had to have me a brownie every Friday. Brownies was like 75 cents.
Damn, I wish we had that's man. See, now I'm mad because I'm missing out because Fridays we did chicken parmesan on Fridays.
Man, that's crazy.
Oh, we be
Like, we didn't have stuff like that. We either had like pizza, little hot dogs every now and then or something like that. But garlic parm, that's crazy for
yeah,
school.
but they started doing it my senior year at Berkeley, and then like me and my dog Nathan Gordon, as soon as that lunch bell rang, we hauled ass out the computer room straight to that lunchroom, boy. We wasn't missing that chicken parm.
See, like once I got to high school, like it was like see, I went to my ninth grade. I went to West Ashley. So at West Ashley, we had like a whole cafeteria set up, chicken sandwiches, stuff like that.
Okay.
I went from 10th grade on out. I went to Fort, so it was just fries and chicken sandwiches every day. So I was always reminiscing about them elementary school, middle school lunches because those were the best.
Yeah, I feel that. Question number 2: what was your first job?
My first job, I was a camp counselor at damn what park was Meminger Park in West Ashley.
No kidding.
Real time, that was my first job, and I remember like I saved all my checks. Right, my checks is like $250 every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and like I think I probably had maybe like $1,200, and I remember like it was the weekend before 10th grade. And I think I probably walked out. There was like the tax-free weekend before school, and I maybe walked out the mall with $200, maybe. And my mom was just sitting there like, you just don't understand yet, like.
man. You going to get them jean sets?
I went to go get the Girbauds,
Yes,
Mike
sir.
jerseys, everything, bro. Like I had to get it. They had this cold Atlanta Braves hat, right? It was all red with the black brim. I never seen it again after that because I lost it playing crazy. But yeah,
man,
good old.
Taking me back, man. I used to stack up them boss jeans, boy. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah, them boss. Oh, you boss jeans era.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I had some Girbauds too in my early clubbing days, man.
Right.
Ooh, buddy. Shout out to Club Kilimanjaro.
Oh man, you took it back. I miss Club Kilimanjaro, man. I missed it.
Dog, they're the reason why I park backwards into my parking spaces. Real talk. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
That's
Which
North
ties,
Charleston for you, bro.
yes, sir, which ties into my third question. What's a spot in Chucktown that you wish would come back?
Spot in Chucktown I wish would come back, man. Toucan Reef, man.
Ooh, talk about it.
Toucan. I'm gonna give you two. We need Toucan Reef back, and we need Purple Lounge back. Purple Tree Lounge back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need those back. Matter of fact, can I throw one more in there?
Dude, go ahead.
It was this one spot on King Street that we had. It was a dance hall reggae hip hop spot called Tonic on King Street.
I don't remember that.
Club Tonic. It was on King Street. It was where the you know where the Rolex dealership is at on King Street?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was like somewhere right on around that area. And it was, I think it was last open like 2007, 2008. I got hip to it because I had an older cousin. Well, my mom not here, but I had an older cousin. He used to sneak me out the house and take me there sometimes, Thursday, Friday nights during the school week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got hip to that spot early. That was a dope spot, Club Tonic.
Word, man. I tell you what, I miss also was on King Street. You remember Hughie's?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dog, I used to be in Hughie's all the damn time, bro.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Question number 4. Actually, a podcast that we both rock with real heavy, Random Acts of Podcast, they had this question on their last episode. So I ask you,
Right.
What's your favorite movie soundtrack?
My favorite movie soundtrack, man, I got Above the Rim, man.
Word. You can't go wrong with that.
That's just it's fire off top, man. Like you got SWV on there, you got Pop, you got Doggy Pound on there, Dog Pound. Like it's so well rounded. Like you just can't,
Yeah.
But there's some fire ones out there. I think they pretty much named all of them too on that episode. Shout out to Random Acts of Podcast family, man.
Absolutely, man. Shout out Amp and Joe, man. They be holding it down on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And question number 5. What was the last thing that made you laugh uncontrollably?
That's crazy because that just happened today. It was a video. Charleston, are you familiar with Charleston White, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to really get into like the specifics of what he said. I'll send you the link, but he basically was talking about how Lil Boosie's son had sent him a message or whatever, and he started roasting Lil Boosie, man. It's crazy because Charleston White, like he hit below the belt and he just keep going, but it's just so crazy. Like, I don't know, man. Charleston White's that's a different dude, man.
He is, bro.
I had real tears in my eyes watching that video. Like,
bro, that damn Jay Prince video.
Oh yeah.
That's the one that got me.
He honestly, like in the last 6 months, he might have like 3 of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, he was taking the 2 mob ties, bro. That thing had me hollering, laughing.
That's a different dude, man.
Boy, that's putting it light, boy. He is something else. Man, so the floor is officially yours if you want to plug or promote anything. Have at it.
Like we on here right now, man. Shouts out to my dog, whatever my dog Danny Foxworth got going on. Y'all tap into what he got going on. That's a good dude right here, man. You always showing love. I appreciate him having me on this platform, man. Like, I'm trying to really, spread my wings and, do a little bit more this year. And I appreciate him having me on. Shouts out to Widgets and Messengers podcast. Shout out my dog Mike, Drew Money, Meg, the whole squad over there. And shout out to the city, man. Shout out to everybody, doing their thing, man. I try to make sure I spread love, man.
And where can the people find you on the internet?
Find me on Twitter at MoSC. I spell it a little different, MEAUXSC. And I'm on Instagram, always MOE.
Word up. And I got to give you your flowers. You and Mike. If you listening or watching, let me tell y'all something, man. I am so damn proud of y'all, bro. I was talking to Mo right before we recorded. I showed him my list of liked songs on my Spotify playlist. I got the pilot episode of We're Just the Messengers on there. It's like way down at the bottom. Y'all been rocking. Y'all been at it since 2016, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
Y'all, how many episodes are y'all in?
We just did 241 this week.
Bro, that is wild. I remember I wanted to come to the 100th episode. I had something else I had to do, but man, I wanted to pull up so bad. But
It's all good. We plan another live pod soon. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I just wanted to give you and Mike y'all's flowers because y'all really, 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 really been putting in the work. And shout out to Mike for putting it in the universe. He's like, we the best podcast in the Carolinas, bar none. I like that kind of talk, bro. He's standing on it.
That's Mike, man. You gotta respect it and check it, man.
Absolutely, man. Man, make sure y'all like, download, and subscribe to We're Just the Messengers podcast. They put out new episodes every single Monday morning. And for Mo and myself, you are now listening to another episode of At the Plate with Danny Foxworth. And until next time, we out. 3 strikes. Peace.